just got to go in there, you know, you got to be confident first of all, and then you got to definitely got to try to play with his head. You know, he's trying to figure you out, and you got to try to not let him figure you out. That's, you know, it's like a chess game. You move here, we're gonna move there. You know, so.
But he's trying to play with your head with all that gesturing and all that stuff.
That's what I say. So it's like a chess game. We're trying to.
What do you do? Do you gesture to your guys too?
Just try to disguise, give them the most different looks as we can.
You ever pick them off?
Yeah, I pick them off.
Of course. Playoff game, right? Playoff game. I was joking.
Yeah.
His offensive, I mean, it's been said like his offensive lineman, it's tough for them. Even sometimes it can be annoying. How annoying is it to the defense when you see these guys doing that all the time?
It's freaking annoying. I freaking hate it. But you know, that's why he makes him one of the best players ever. You know, he's really a perfectionist. You know, he cares about his craft, and he goes out. You can tell he perfects it every day. So you know, that's the love he got for the game.
You have some young guys on this defense. Did the older guys have to tell them not to be starstruck by a guy like Peyton, who's a Hall of Famer and four-time MVP? Is that something you guys have to do?
I mean, I think, you know, definitely some of the young guys, they will look at him like, you know, that's Peyton Manning there, but, you know, we definitely have to know that, you know, it's another game. You got to get over it. You know, you've seen him in person. Get ready to play some ball.
Is there any kind of knowledge that you're passing along? I've played him again as a member of the Patriots and then here, so you've been up against him a few times. What are you, what are you preaching?
It's like, you know, just like I say, just move around. You know, try to, whenever you put hands on the receivers or the tight ends, try to beat them up as much as possible. And just give them a bunch of different looks. Never let them know what coverage you're playing.
How do you not let him, like, he gets into people's minds with all that stuff he does on the line of scrimmage. I mean, do you ignore it? Do you just stick to what defense you have called? Do you try to figure out what he's thinking?
You can't try to figure out what he's thinking. You know, you're doing no justice to yourself when you sit there and try to play mind games and try to figure out what he's thinking. So you got to go with what you know, whatever play's called, try to disguise as much as possible, and just go in there and play your technique to the best of your ability.
How tough will it be for Dimitri making his first start of his career against a guy like Peyton?
Dimitri, he made a start already this year. You know, he's a hell of a player, very gifted athlete, physical player. So, you know, I got a lot of confidence in him. I think he'll go out there and do well, even against a very good quarterback.
Did you know there was anything wrong with Ellis? That he was having a hip problem?
Nah, I'm not talking about him. No comment.
When you played in New England, here they play you only on one side of the field pretty much, and the other corner on the opposite side. When you played in New England, did you move around at all? Or was it similar where you stayed pretty much on one side of the defense?
Yeah, pretty much I stayed on one side of the defense. There's a couple of times, couple of years where I matched up with different receivers, so that's what it pretty much is.
Was that them changing the defense? Was that just because they changed the defense that season or other, or is it they want?
Just wanted to match me up with a certain player. At one time, you know, they was rolling all the coverage over Harrison with Ty Law and just leaving me and Wayne by ourselves, so we battled like pretty much. So other times I was on Harrison, you know. So.
How hard is it during a game if you start off on one side? Is it hard to switch? I mean, there were people saying, why weren't you switching last game? I mean, is it difficult to switch mid-game if you start on one side to move to the opposite side of the field?
No, it's not that hard to switch. You know, it's definitely something you gotta adjust to, though. You know, you just gotta, once you get over there, you just gotta get your technique sound down there and perfect it. So, I mean, during the middle of the game, if you ain't go practice during the week on the other side, you know, it could get a little confusing, but it's all good.
Any chance that you're going single up?